You have a paradigm. Your paradigm is not what you believe, but the system in which you believe it. If you have a skewed paradigm, I really thought that would fall. Take two. If you have a skewed paradigm, forgot my line. Your whole faith could crumble off a belief that you didn't even need in the first place. I'm here to share with you some tools that will help you develop your paradigm into solid ground. On this, the first episode of Paradigm Parameters. Welcome back to Biblically Accurate Potato, the only show you know hosted by a potato. This is only episode 1 of Paradigm Parameters, and I have many more ideas that I want to share on this little series here. Today we're going to take a quick look on audience relevance and its effect on how you read the scriptures, and really its effect on how you take in any information at all. So, without further ado, what is audience relevance? Audience relevance is the ability to understand who the speaker is talking to, based on where a speaker said something, or when a speaker said that something, or literally to who the speaker is addressing when he said something. A misunderstanding of audience relevance has led many peoples to understandings that just aren't supported by the full context of the scriptures. Here's an easy example of misuse of audience relevance that I see thrown around by atheists as a way to disprove Christianity. Let's check out Deuteronomy 25, verse 5 through 10. If brothers dwell together, and one of them dies and has no son, the wife of the dead man shall not be married outside the family to a stranger. Her husband's brother shall go to her, and take her as his wife, and perform the duty of a husband's brother to her. And the son whom she bears shall succeed the name of his dead brother, that his name may not be blotted out of Israel. And if the man does not wish to take his brother's wife, then the brother's wife shall go up to the gate to the elders and say, My husband's brother refuses to perpetuate his brother's name in Israel. He will not perform the duty of a husband's brother to me. Then the elders of his city shall call him and speak to him, and if he persists, saying, I do not wish to take her, then his brother's wife shall go up to him in the presence of the elders, and put his sandal on his foot, and spit in his face. And she shall answer and say, So shall it be done to the man who does not build up his brother's house. And the name of his house shall be called in Israel, the house of him who has had his sandal pulled off. Now this one is really obvious, I hope. Now let's take a look at the audience that this was spoken to. First and foremost, not us, not me and you today. This is the trap that some people think that they can put Christians in by having a misuse of audience relevance. I have a lot of brothers, and if one of them gets married and dies, I'm not taking his wife, and I'm also not getting spat on, and also stay away from my sandals. Yes, this is the law of God. Yes, this is the law given to God's people, but given to God's people at that time. Look at Deuteronomy 12:1, where this whole spiel of laws begins here. These are the statutes and the rules that you shall be careful to do in the land that the Lord, the God of your fathers, have given you to possess, all the days that you live on the earth. Now, as far as I know, I'm never going to physically possess the physical land of Israel. So, this isn't to me, because this law and the many other laws given between chapter 12 and 25 are for the people who are going to live in that land of Israel, that physical land of Israel there. So when you're reading the scriptures, keep audience relevance in mind so you don't get spat on by your widowed sister-in-law. Not just in the Old Testament either. Go ahead and go look at Paul's letters to the churches in the first century, because they were just that. Letters from Paul to, albeit an inspired Paul to churches in the first century for the needs of the churches in the first century, not specifically to us. Be careful in saying that any inspired word of God is for us. Because right now, you're not worrying about what fire you're using, or what nationality your wife is going to be someday, or husband. And you're not worried about making sacrifices, or worried about what type of protein you're going to consume, if you're a Christian, I guess. This isn't to say that things in the Bible can't be lessons for us, but you really have to make sure you're not saying that Paul right there is talking to me, because that can create a lot of beliefs and has created a lot of beliefs that, like I said before, just don't fit with the rest of the Bible. And if you'd like to go over those with me, you're very much welcome to. And that's actually pretty much it for the concept of audience relevance. I'm going to be doing some other videos like this on different tools and concepts that'll help you study. Tell me what you think about audience relevance down in the comments, and I guess I'll see y'all next time.